A very big hello to all my friends out there. Rajendra Jain is my name. I'm an author, a leadership coach. Well friends, there is a lot of discussion which keeps happening about leadership. And any topic, invariably, people have a common complaint, lack of leaders. In fact, quite often, I come across the phase where people say, he is a born leader, she was born to lead. Now, first of all, I want to have this correction in your mind that there is nothing called as leader by birth. Nobody comes here as leader by birth. Leaders are made. Leaders are crafted, leaders are coached, and this is what leadership is all about. Well, let me tell you something very beautiful today. Often leadership is spoken about at a national level, in terms of national leaders. It is spoken at a school or a college level. It is spoken at an office level, an organization, a commercial establishment level, or spoken at a level of your house, or perhaps your community, or perhaps your society. Now what you need to understand here is leadership is common across. The traits are common across. Of course, the value chain that they operate into, or perhaps the way they operate could vary a little bit. The outcome may vary, but what is important is leadership across spectrum requires the same traits. And today in this video, we are going to discuss about 6 important activities, 6 important rules, or 6 important things which helps people breed these leaders. All I want to tell you is leadership is not different if you want to groom leader at a national level, or a level of your office, or a level of your school and college, or level of your community or society, of your sangh, of your samaj, or for that matter your own home. The way you groom a leader remains the same. And that is when I am going to reveal these 6 very, very important steps, perhaps 6 important aspects, 6 important ways, or 6 important behaviors of others which groom leaders. Now what I suggest is, if you are a parent, if you have your own organization, that is if you are a business owner, if you run a school or a college, you are a teacher, or if you are into politics or a political circle, please have a writing pad and a pen in your hand, because you people are responsible for creating leaders. You people are responsible for creating your next generation or your next rung of leaders. So if you are ready, here I go. The 6 basic, very simple but very, very important rules, I could say, or ways of creating leaders. 1. Encourage them to come out with their own ideas. Often I have seen people train their next generation or train their one-downs stating thus, the way I told you need to do it, just follow this. Why are you using your mind? Friends, you are creating followers. I have seen parents shout at their children, I am a grown-up guy. Do you think I have grown up simply like that? Do as I am doing. Why do you want to reinvent your wheel? It's not about reinventing wheel. It's just about giving that little space of exploration. Point number 2, very, very important. Accomplishment needs to be rewarded. Very important. Often what happens is we reprimand the people for things when they don't go right, but often forget, I repeat, often forget to reward people on their accomplishments. And this is where perhaps is the most important aspect, because leaders are groomed out of that urge to do something because they are gaining something. It's a risk and reward kind of a proposition. And for you to create leaders, friends, it's very, very important, very crucial for you to keep rewarding people for their accomplishments. Point number 3, very important. Individuality to be respected. I repeat this point again. Individuality to be respected. Take the scene at home. Children and parents, or perhaps grandparents. Usually what I have seen is there is always the distinction between grown-ups and the children, kids. Distinction is not between one individual and other individual, and this is what creates friction. This is what puts down people's self-image, and this is why people do not want to get in front. In organizations I have seen, it is the seniors and subordinates. This is how they behave. Of course, they are seniors and subordinates. Of course, there are people who will be seniors and juniors, newcomers and old-timers. But what is important for you to understand is respecting the individuality of people. Friends, if you do not respect the individuality of people at any level, you will never create leaders. Perhaps you will be responsible for creating more followers. Point number 4, very important, and that is the crux, the basics of creating leaders. Trust, Vishwas, trusting people. It's very important. Failures will happen. People will do things the way they are not supposed to do things. They will tread path which does not lead to your destination. Yes, of course, all this will happen. Despite all this, the most important ingredient to make for you to make leaders, for you to create leaders in your organizations, leaders out of your children, leaders out of those students, is to trust. Mistakes will happen, but if you do not trust, friends, you will not create leaders. So the point number 4 was trust, build trust. Point number 5, encouraging people to speak. Well, let me tell you, speaking is very important, but that is because this is all about expression. When somebody speaks, it is about expressing. It's about coming out with ideas. Often I have seen people hesitate to speak, and they are kept aside and said, okay, you can't speak properly, let me catch hold of somebody else. Well, as a trainer, let me tell you, we have handled thousands and thousands of grown-ups and children. We have handled CEOs, we have handled departmental heads, we have also handled students of 11, 12 standard of graduation, or postgraduates, undergraduates. One thing I have very well understood is, if you teach people how to speak, if you give them the context, if you help them with these things, their confidence boosts enormously. And you don't have to do a lot of things for you to create leaders out of them. Forget about anything else if you cannot create. One simple rule I give you today: teach them how to speak. Make them public speakers. Friend, you are going to create leaders just like that out of them. Because leadership is all about speaking your heart and mind out. Leadership is speaking, keeping the other's interest also into mind. And with all this, the key word is speaking. Teach them speaking. If you cannot, take the help of experts, communication experts like us who are into this field. And point number 6, nurture their strengths. Very important. Nurture their strengths. Often I have seen people right from their childhood, the dialogue which people, the conversation between people is, you are very good in your language. Leave that language aside, focus on your maths because you are not good in your maths. People who go into organizations, I have often come across people, you should learn everything. You should be expert in everything. Why? Because tomorrow if you are changing into departments, well friends, let me tell you, this is a myth that we need to focus on our drawbacks, on our weakness. the biggest amount of time of ours should go into our strength, because strength is what is going to take us places at every level. Friends, this is the series of leadership which we are experts in, and from here on I would request you to please share this video with other parents, with business owners, because we need to create leaders at every level. Share this video with teachers, because they are creating students rather than leaders. Share this with political class, because they need to create their one-downs for them to have a better future for this country. If you have liked this video, if you have understood it, press the like button. Subscribe to our channel so that you keep receiving our material on leadership. Share the video, download the video and share it to your friends, because we require leaders, and if you are a leader, the first thing that a leader does is takes initiative. This is Rajendra Jain signing off for today. Thank you so much. Love you all.